Yo, it's the General Prolific. Welcome to EO Radio. Today I am blessed to have with me a special guest, a native to Tampa,
Yes, sir.
straight from the Northside. Salute to Bears, Fletcher, and Fowler. Started rapping in high school while attending Middleton High School. Was part of a group called One True. After high school, attended Florida State University. To all my, knows out there. Which is, y'all color scheme way better than Florida. I mean, it has nothing to do with sports or anything, but that orange and blue got to go, nigga.
Let's go.
Attended there for 2 years. After flunking out is when he started taking music serious and began to creatively work with a man by the name of Tristan McLean. Started touring for 3 years. Just started building a name for himself with his brother. Yep. McLean ended up going to Full Sail. After that, he came back to Tampa and got into the battle rap scene. After a year of doing that and battling the likes of Deuce and Fred Ease, he began to make music in general by himself. Because of that, he's produced for Cassidy, Nico Sweet, and Intellect, just to name a few. Sonically, he dropped singles like Universal Master, On Froze, Sounds Off, featuring King Cold.
Oh, yeah.
I am extremely honored to introduce Knux to the podcast.
What up?
How you feeling, G?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. It's a good vibe in here, man, for real.
Appreciate that, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. And I don't say this because like I expect ever anything back from it, because you're literally like probably the only one who ever has. Mm-hmm. Genuinely, I'm like the least hating nigga in the world. Least hating bro. I want to see everybody win.
Most least hating nigga.
I'm human being, bro. You know what I mean? There's people that naturally, I ain't gonna front.
No,
you know what I mean? They get on my nerves.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say their names, but I'm always, making sure, because I always go into the spiel about how our culture is the only culture that's like, gimme. Yeah. White folks never panic about running out of rock stars or boy bands.
Nope.
Hip hop's the only culture where niggas freak out and say one person wins, no one can win, especially in Florida.
Especially.
You feel me?
Yep.
So if you're with me, I want to make, if I'm in your life, then I am there to make you better and to see you succeed. And if I'm not doing that, then I don't see the point in being in friendship with you. It's just a waste of time, I was saying that if what you're doing in your life isn't going to impact 100 years from now, then I have no business fucking with you.
I see what you mean.
Because that's what I'm trying to do in my life.
I see what you mean.
But you genuinely didn't know me after you heard me perform, because I did kill that shit. Not to be humble, but I did kill that shit that night. Bro, you came up to me and showed me love, bro, and that means a lot to me, bro. Because I'm always the first one to do that, and it's very rare, besides my niggas, of course, it's very rare someone to genuinely, you can feel it. Because it's genuine, bro.
Yeah.
You genuinely came up to me, said you want to work with me, blessed me with a great beat that I plan to record in the next upcoming week, just finishing that up. But how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling lucky to be in Florida right now, especially this music scene, man, because honestly, man, it's just really popping right now. I'm loving it.
So, bro, not that there's nothing not Tampa about you, but I was very surprised because how hip hop you are, that you are from Tampa.
Yeah, I was a part of a niche crowd in high school. You know what I mean? I was a part of the purists. You know what I mean? I was even a b-boy. So
Oh, I believe it, bro. So let me ask you this. My first question for you is that since you are from the culture for real, hip hop's turning 50 this year.
Yes.
What does hip hop mean to you, bro?
Hip hop means like it's a way for people to tell their story about what's actually going on without it even being like boisterous or even like incriminating or even like, trying to like a lot of people basically just don't know how to actually express their feelings. They need to sometimes like beat somebody up. They need to sometimes go shooting sometimes. And I've heard a song like Stressed Out by a Tribe Called Quest and everything, and I felt like it was like a real good way to like for somebody that's hard, like a rapper, to actually put his like feelings out. You know what I'm saying? And actually be genuine about that stuff. And don't feel any kind of way about that. People celebrate it too. You feel me? Like basically turn trauma into art.
Right. You feel me? So you obviously, and just listening to your music and conversing with you shortly, the golden age of hip hop is really a big impact in your life. Like, you're my age, so for me, the early 2000s and the 10s, like the early 2000s, especially like the mixtape era, was big for me. If I'm gonna be honest with you, that's my biggest influence. Now, my favorite rapper ever is Nas.
Nas, okay.
But my biggest influence was the 2000. Not to say that obviously the golden age was not my obviously still to this day I go back and listen to albums, you know. But like Eminem came out 2000, Big Pun came out 2000. the 50 Cent era. That's that early 2003. I was listening to his mixtapes from 2000 to 2002. I was in middle school. You feel what I'm saying? So Premier, Alchemist. I grew up on Mob Deep mixtape.
Yeah.
Alchemist produced a lot of those Mob Deep mixtapes and Prodigy albums. Knife Wonder, Jay Dilla. What does that era mean to you? Why is that era particular of all the eras the one that you kind of feel like you get majority of your influence from?
Well, I think it's because it's just nostalgia. It's timing. You know what I mean? I think that was one of my formative years when I was actually trying to find a style. And then when I heard a Little Brother, you know what I'm saying? I heard like stuff like that, and I started hearing the production. Then I realized Ninth Wonder was using Fruity Loops, something I had a demo of on my computer.
Well, I could do this too.
I'm like, oh man, I can do this now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly. And then so now these producers, like I feel so close to because it kind of just basically made me in a way.
And also showed you a way it's possible to use something that you could get your hands on.
Yeah. And it was just a huge inspiration without them even speaking to me.
Because the MPC was hard to get a hold of back in the day, bro.
Are you kidding me? And then just being able to learn about the step sequencer, and honestly, Fruit Loop changed my life, man. Because I had it since the first one, and you know what I'm saying. I just been moving up with it. You know what I mean? And since then, it's just been, it's just been.
I mean, you've definitely made your mark in the Tampa scene. You know, I'm a Nico Sweet fan, so I've heard your work and her music. When I talk to people who subscribe themselves as the more lyrical as spitters, like I was talking to Syke Montana the other day, he brought your name up. Obviously, Tampa's very divided in music scenes. You got your Gats, your Sammy Hughes, then you got your Buck Sosos, Tibia Bays. Recent years, we got, Trapped Out Kimbo, This Hard. You got the Talibans. Then you got then you cross that line. Then you got your hip hop people like the Nico Sweets and the whoever else. I ain't gonna throw anybody else's name out there because
I don't want to box Nico Sweet in like that. I think Nico Sweet is kind of an all around artist. She can be boom bap, but she can also switch it up on you though. She can definitely switch it up on you.
What's your feelings on the Tampa scene though?
The Tampa scene, I feel like it's eclectic. When it comes down to it, we got somebody in the game right now. You got Doechii. You feel me? Like somebody that's really actually
first girl signed to TDE, man.
Me?
Yeah,
and she making waves. It ain't like trash music either.
No, creatively, just in general, everything she is dope.
You feel me? And then and so when you have something like that, then you look deeper into it, then you see a Nico Sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that's dope. And then you see a Tay Bay, then you see this, that, and the third. If you don't find if there's one artist you don't like, you're gonna find an artist you like. And that's why I like that eclecticness, man. Everybody has a role to play.
The thing that does bother me is the division, though. Like, for example, if MTV came to me right now and said, yo, Pro, I want you to put on, a live set, like your own mini Rolling Loud, right?
Okay.
Bro, I could put on such a great set list, bro, of artists that will, if people looked at it outside of Tampa, I think they'll be surprised how dope of a collective, and it was from Tampa.
I got you.
Me personally. Now, to get those people to actually do that, release their ego, and not be divided, to me, it would be very hard to do. Because I've been already trying to break down those barriers myself. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't think people realize, even the people that are in the city, realize how creative and how dope we really are. I think that we're at a point that we should have a movement like Atlanta. I think we're at a point where we should have a movement like Miami did during those Khaled years. I think that we should have a movement like New Orleans did, and Houston did. I think that we're due. Now, Florida in pockets has had that. You know, the Broward with the XX, with the Kodak Blacks and the Slum, the Ski Mask. Then you had Jacksonville recently with the Fulios and the Ace and the Spot 'em Got 'em. The list goes on. We could go down every pocket, But I think Tampa, because we live in the St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa area, I think that we, in general, have a more unique, or have the capability of having a more unique fundamental movement. If I'm being honest. That's how I feel. Because such the talents that's here. I think that the barriers are being broken down, but do you think that'll actually happen, though?
I think when it comes down to barriers, I think it's more so platform. I think a lot of people can't just get on one major platform altogether for Tampa. You know what I mean? I think there is some people that are actually trying to do that. With H,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? He is actually trying to.
I don't know what that is, but who's
H?
H?
H. He has this thing called Rolling Loud that he does almost annually. and it gets you.
Oh, I know Rolling Loud is, yeah.
Yeah, it gets you on stages like.
But Rolling Loud is in Miami
I'm
is
sorry,
okay. But I say
Loud on 7th.
okay. Oh, Loud 7. Oh yeah, we know Ace. Yeah, we was fucking with at where we at? Uptown Social.
I say Rolling Loud, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, for sure. I know who Ace is. Yeah.
Ace been making waves since Empire.
Yeah, he's been in the city in a minute. No, he's a cool motherfucker too. I fuck with him.
Yeah, and he really actually does, like, every time I go to one that, like,
I said H. My apology.
Yeah.
Yo, salute on me.
Salute H. Yeah, man. On Loud on 7th, it's always like different. I hear R&B.
He says it's gonna be 7 days this year, bro.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, he says it's gonna be 7 days, bro.
Cause like I remember it was all themed. It was like a boom bap, it was producer night. It was singers, and I'm like, yo, that's good. You feel me? Like you made it a whole week specifically for everybody who's an artist, not just a specific artist. You feel me? So I think if you have more platforms like that are specifically aimed for everybody, not just one, I think
that's a
work.
very good point.
I think it might work, but honestly, it might not too, because some people are looking specifically for niche stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're just looking for Tampa music, I think that would be perfect for Loud on 7th. But if you're looking for just boom bap, like Tampa boom bap, you kind of have to search for it. If you want good music, you got to kind of look for it. I found one of the best collectives in Port St. Lucie.
Who's that? Shout them out.
They Hood Luck.
Word. Okay. Hood Luck.
He did my video for Universal Master. He's actually he's a video director, producer, and a rapper.
Wow.
And the only reason why he's all that is out of necessity.
Yeah, because he's in Port St.
Ain't
No
nobody-
disrespect.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I've been out there
And
before.
he's doing it. Like, and then,
God
like
bless him.
his beats hard, his raps hard. You know what I'm saying? You can peep the video. The video is hard. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, with Tampa, you kind of just have to look harder. I feel.
I think I said what's up to you, but I didn't actually have a conversation with you. I saw you perform, right?
Yep.
And then I spoke to you after. Now, the reason why I didn't think you was from Tampa was number one, you're the only nigga I know that's wearing Diodoras, bro.
Oh yeah.
Where's you wearing them right now?
I'm rocking the Diodoras.
All right, so tell me where the love of Diodora comes from, G.
Man, I just like Diodoras.
They're hard, don't get me wrong. I like them too, but
I don't really see anybody rocking
No.
them, so I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I just flex different. That's
you
all
even
it
mentioned
is.
it in one of your raps.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, bet you.
Yeah. Couldn't walk a mile in my Diodoras.
Yeah, so how hard was it? I mean, again, because, you're my age. So growing up in Chicago, it was hard sometimes to get hip-hop fashion early. But we was Pelly Pell, Aniche, Jabot, Willie Esco, Echo.
Man, you saying everything I was on.
Bro, Averex leathers in the
Averex,
winter.
calm down.
Carhartt jackets.
What?
No, bro. I was we was fresher
Hold
than,
on, wait,
bro.
You rocking the Buffalino boots too, man? You remember the B boots?
Nah, you see, we're from Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. See, that's
It's
all right.
different.
Oh,
You know
y'all-
what I mean?
y'all had the-
I know what they are, but that's definitely a Tampa.
Y'all had the polo boots over there too?
No, that's a
See,
Tampa
that's a
thing.
Tampa thing. See,
No,
yeah,
when I
yeah,
came
yeah.
down here, them Tampa boots were hard,
It was
bro.
See, man,
Super hard.
When I was coming up in high school, like around like 05, 04, it was hot top Pumas with your bows.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm pretty sure Reeboks was pretty heavy too.
Reeboks, yeah.
Hey, bro, Rico, in Broward, did they rock the polo boots or no?
Everybody had them brown and black shits.
I always wondered.
And the big ass Legos on the bottom of the bitches.
Bro, our pants used to be so baggy. Bro, we were so baggy, we had to get rubber bands to put at the bottom of our shoes.
What, man? You taking me back, man. We used
So,
to,
like-
we used to say, I used to do that just so if I had like Air Forces on, I didn't want the jeans to bleed.
The bleed, the
You
blue,
already
yep.
know. See, you was styling too.
That used to happen on
Yeah, you
on my
styling.
Timbs, dog. If I didn't do that shit on the Timbs, them Timbs was 150.
See?
Man,
Yeah,
that shit
you
used to
already
piss
know.
me off to get them blue ink on the Timbs,
You
bro.
already know.
So how was it down here with the fashion game? Because I guess Chicago's still a major metropolitan area, so we got it.
Oh yeah.
But down in Tampa, I can only imagine how difficult it was when you was coming up, like middle school, high school, how to get your shit.
So, I'm the only child,
Word.
but I got tons of cousins.
Okay.
Tons of cousins.
Especially
So
in
I
the
got a
South.
lot of people you already know how it is in the South. So I got a lot of people that gave me hand-me-downs. So I was good. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who was like around me, like who had my size, was good too, because we all was sharing clothes.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? And then even I even took it to high school. Like I used to shout out to a couple of homeboys that I knew in high school. Man, we used to share clothes in high school too, bro. I used to try and stay fresh. You know what I'm saying? We had to keep that thing going. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
Middleton High School, huh?
Middleton High School.
Anybody
man.
want to shout out from high school that you was cool with, that you rocked with?
Oh yeah,
That was
man.
super hip hop?
Like I'm gonna shout out the OG, man. Mark Ham, man. He's the one that kept me out of shoot. Kept me from getting beat up a couple of times,
That part.
actually. So that's the homie for real. Yeah, Mark Hamilton.
So, I've listened to your music, and I listen to your beats. Both are hard.
Appreciate it.
Which one do you love more, though?
Beats.
You love making beats more than the
I
spitting?
love making beats. Yeah, for sure.
So if someone said, yo, you had to let one go, and I'm going to give you mad bread to produce the other one, I'm going to make beats for the rest of my
I'm
life.
gonna make beats. I would give up rapping in a heartbeat.
For reals? You won't miss it?
Like, and you can quote me on this. Rap, like a rapper, is an entry level position.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta take that and then run with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your podcast, get your YouTube channel, man. So many people just be, you know what I'm saying? Like this is where you start. You feel me? Like I don't want to just be, you know what I'm saying, the talent.
Right.
You feel me?
But and I say that not to disagree with what you said, because now you have to do that. But I will always respect the MC though, and what I mean by that, Jay-Z still raps.
I feel you on that.
You feel what I'm saying? Like me, I take so much pride in being an MC that no matter what I do, because most people, like you're saying, what you're saying, they'll start doing other shit and then never rap again or rap sporadically, and most of the times it's whack after they stop rapping for a
Like
while.
who? Give me an example.
For example, I wouldn't say, well, they're a little older, bro. You get what I'm saying? But they had stopped rapping a while and then got into podcasting. Like a Nori or like a Gilly the Kid. You get what I'm saying? So now when they do try to rap, no disrespect to them, this is not where it's at. Jay-Z never fell off.
But Gilly never really. All right, yeah, I feel you on that.
Gilly in Philly still releases mixtapes and shit.
Gilly
In Philly, he still releases
Gilly will
mixtape and
always
shit like that. Yeah.
Buy his mixtapes, and I feel like, honestly, I feel like even Noriega, man. Let's be for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Noriega was cool with Fat Joe back in the time too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
He was one of Big Pun's best friends.
You know,
Yeah. No, him and Big Pun was
and I
really
feel
cool.
Like even, you know what I'm saying, if people want to listen to Big Pun, people still listen to Fat Joe, they don't listen to Noriega. You know what I'm saying? He got him and
No, we misunderstand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, like, for example, Fat Joe still releases Billboard topping singles.
Okay,
He's still nice.
But Nori hasn't.
No, Nori tried to rap for the big intro. No disrespect to him, he's a legend, so he shouldn't care what the fuck I say. But I'm saying he tried to do the intro to like one of his cooking shows. He tried to like feature on a couple shit recently. It was just bad.
So you're saying like he should still be rapping?
What I'm saying is not still should be rapping. What I'm saying is that you should still always hold in high regard the MC, man. This is one of the elements of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, me personally, let me just put it, because I hate doing that. I don't want to like focus on anybody else. Me personally, no matter what I do or whatever the doors that open from me being a rapper, I'm always gonna hold that in high regard and still treat it with like a great reverence. That I want to make sure that I'm gonna still keep dropping dope music. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Let me pose this. Let me throw this at you real quick.
Talk to me.
Like this is what I was on too. Like let's say like right now, if I ain't like really making money, if it's like struggle for me, you know what I'm saying, and I rap about that. You feel me? Like I feel like the type of lifestyle I have at that time is the content.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if I'm straight, I'm a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying getting pedicures, manicures, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't trying to hear what I'm rapping about, you feel me?
Well, then that's when you start talking about like Jay-Z shit. You start talking about art. You start talking about black
that,
freedom, black excellence, black luxury. You start rapping about shit that's
Because
like
you
that's
remember
relevant.
Noriega came in, you know, he came in with the, you know, shoot a nigga type.
Oh
you know
no,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
No, he was a real shooter
you know what I'm
too.
saying?
No,
He was
God
a real,
bless him.
He beat them charges though. Shout out to, you know what I mean? So he had to.
Yeah.
So you can't rap like that.
I just
anymore,
think if you're creative enough, like I'm never gonna stop not listening to Nas. Nas released 30 Summers recently. I just saw him listen to recently. You know what I mean?
King's
There's
Disease
certain
is amazing.
people.
I love that album.
That's what I'm saying. There's certain people that were so dope at hip hop that, bro, I still listen to Raekwon. I still listen to Big Boy when he releases his Sir Lucius Left Foot mixtapes. I still listen to, like, these are still rappers that to this day, Ghostface, I never stopped listening to Ghostface. Ghostface
Pretty
has
Tony.
like 30,000. Yeah, he has like 30,000. Bro, Talib Kweli, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Attack the Block.
With the one that's in Britain.
UK about the aliens. He released a mixtape about it's called Attack the Block. So I think as long as you're dope, like you're always gonna release dope music. But what I'm saying is that these people are rich off so much other endeavors that their music still doesn't get hindered, or they don't make rap like bad rap. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still making music that's still creatively and artistically dope.
I see what you mean.
You feel what I mean? So what I'm saying is that, for example, because let me put it like this.
Hold those MCs that can be consistently that good for that long at a high regard.
Right.
People that just stop.
Well, let me put it like this. Danny Glover, right? Danny Glover's a great artistic mind, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Besides the fact he stole This Is America, so the topic for another day. But so he does. He's a comic.
Yes.
He's a actor.
He's a lot. Yeah.
He's a writer. He's a producer. But he got his shine
from Childish Gambino.
Off being Childish Gambino. Yeah. Now, when I listen to an interview with him, he's like, I don't want to be known as a rapper. Well, motherfucker, then don't rap. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what got you to the door is hip hop. Mm. That got you to have the ability to do these other things. If you're ashamed to be a rapper, then don't rap. Mm. You feel what I'm saying? Then don't use that to then later on become what you become off the fact that you use hip hop to do it. So there needs to be more respect on like the whole being like, if you're a rapper, if you don't like the narrative of a rapper, then change the narrative of the rapper. You know what I mean? But don't like use everything that all the success you got from hip hop and then look back at it and say, you know what, man, I ain't even trying to fuck with that, or that don't mean shit to me anymore, or niggas just look at me like I'm just a nigger because all I am is a rapper. You feel what I'm saying? Then don't rap then, bro. Like, you use the culture to get where you at, and then the same thing that we crucify people that are not from the, like Machine Gun Kelly for, or we crucify whoever else you want to crucify Iggy Azalea for, right? Now, they're white or whatever, and she's Australian, so it's easier for us to do it. But what they did is what a bunch of rap people do all the time, bro, is that they get the success. And then it's like, bro, people become, right? Look, again, which I'm glad people change their life. Yeah. They become conscious and say, you know what, everything I rapped about before, it was bullshit. Okay, but you still made millions upon millions of dollars and influence a generation of people how to be ignorant, how to do drugs, how to only be that. Right. And then once you become to a certain level, you grown, now you want to say, oh, don't do that. But then when the niggas that was out doing that while you were out, you're like, oh, no, I'm from the streets, that shit's whack. Like, I don't want to be a J. Cole. Like, a Meek Mill be like, Kendrick's for whatever, and not for the street, whatever. But now you want to be all reform, you want to be all this other shit, you feel what I'm saying? So for me, I want to say it bothers me to the point where I don't talk about it all the time. I'm talking about it now because it came up and it's in my mind. But it just bothers me when you don't respect the culture of hip-hop, because rap isn't hip-hop. Rap is an element of hip-hop. Yes. And it's not the whole thing of hip-hop. You know what I mean? So when I say I'm hip-hop culture, like we were talking about this earlier, I'm first from Chicago, then hip-hop in Puerto Rican. Hip-hop was my culture, bro. I grew up around B-boys. I grew up around DJs. I grew up around MCs. You know what I mean? This is what I grew up around. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like you have that, because I feel like since we came up in the same era, I feel like the argument is the commercialization of it. Sure. That's what it is. Like, I think it's like the fact that you came up this way and then just flip the script on everybody. Then, like, I see what you mean on that. Like, yeah. I can definitely understand that. How you feel about rappers being too real with their lyrics and then the court system using that?
I think number one, that's sort of bullshit, bro. Because look, Martin Scorsese has killed more people in his films than Call of Duty has killed more people. More kids have killed more people playing Call of Duty than we have in rap music, right? Yeah. So for me, is that we don't go after Martin Scorsese every time the mob does something. Yeah, no. Right? We don't go after mass shootings. We don't go after Rockstar Games. GTA when a kid does something wild. Well, they may bring it up.
They bring it up.
Games with GTA, every time a kid does a mass shooting, they'll mention them, but then I can put them on trial. We don't go after Martin Scorsese every time Mafia does something, right? We don't put Martin Scorsese on trial. Those things have killed more. Kids have used that and seen that, and they've killed more people in those films and in those games than hip-hop has ever done. For sure. The problem with Thugger was that Thugger committed Pacific crimes, and then he rapped about those specific crimes. That's what they're using. But Boosie, when he went to jail, he said that for a whole day in the court, they played all his lyrics. So Uncle Luke, which I was talking about the other day, Uncle Luke went to the Supreme Court and fought for us to be able to use explicit lyrics in our rhymes. That's why there's a parental advisory when you go buy an album. Uncle Luke. Yeah, Uncle Luke fought and won in the Supreme Court, so he could be not. He wasn't talking about murdering. He was talking about eating pussy and all that shit, right? Yeah. So he fought. He literally went to the Supreme Court and won, bro. So that's why we're able to use explicit lyrics in our rhymes. All right. So since they were able to do that, that set a precedent, bro. We are storytellers, braggadocious, as Killer Mike would say, and we are most of the times reporting on what we see in our neighborhoods. We shouldn't be judged on that, but we don't use, bro. Look, right now. I could show you White Buffalo, Whiskey Myers. These are even Willie Nelson. These are country singers that talk about weed, dope, fucking, and killing just as much as hip hop artists do, and we don't put them on trial.
You are so man. If you look into the history of a lot of these country singers, they done popped and they done shot
No,
somebody.
they wild for the night.
They
country boys, bro.
Yeah. They whole thugs out here.
Yeah. So,
Like,
so we don't
they real
villainize them,
cowboys out here, like on some real like.
and we don't villainize them. Like you don't see them on the news every time they do something stupid
Right.
or them being canceled for all that
Nah,
shit.
yeah, you don't see none of they shows
So
getting canceled. You
people
don't
gonna
see
say what they
feeling
want.
that.
I'm the least person to ever use the race card, but it is what it is, bro. We are
It's
who
the
we
stigma.
are.
It's the stigma
So
that
they
comes with
they,
it, yeah.
they use that against us, bro. And it's a bit ridiculous.
And I think honestly, it's because of the fact that hip hop is just in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kids ain't gonna put on their favorite country record. They gonna listen to NW. Well, I mean, at that time
They ain't trying to dress like them. Or now that gets a little bit hard because Tennessee and the internet. But yeah,
Yeah, you feel me?
the overall pop culture is influenced by
Yeah.
those cultures, influenced by us.
Yeah.
Even high fashion now.
You already
You
know,
know?
man. They done bit. What's buddy name? Dapper Dan, man. Dapper Dan, like he's you remember he used
Harlem
to-
Renaissance took Gucci clothes, absolutely, and made them dope. Yeah, he finally got it shine recently, but it took him.
Finally,
I'm surprised the boys to the life finally got it shine.
celebrities been
Boy got
rocking his
diabetes,
stuff.
arthritis, all that. Now they finally gave him a shine, man.
They been rocking Dapper Dan. Now they finally gonna give him his like yeah. You already
Yo,
know how
and
it
let
is.
y'all niggas know out there, bro. These fashion houses that are thousands of years old, yo, you guys like Godfather? Go watch Godfather and listen to how they talk about black people. They call them animals and they could kill themselves with their drugs and all this other shit. These are the people that you're allowing to take our culture and put into high fashion now, and nobody's saying shit. Because niggas that want to be fly now, instead of rocking black clothes, they want to go rock Gucci, Dior, all this shit that are stealing our culture. And know what's fucked up about that, bro, Knux, too,
that?
is that now that the black dope fashion designers aren't going to want to go work for, let's say, if Beyonce had her own line that's luxurious, or whoever else, that, or Diddy that should have his own luxurious line. They want to go work for Gooey and Lucci. And they're taking our art from us like they always do, like they do in the Congo with the resources, and stealing the culture, bro. That shit pisses me off, bro. I'm not going to get on that whole spiel because I always do, bro.
Yeah, about to say, we can definitely go down that. Yeah, because you remember Virgil. I mean, rest in peace, Virgil. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's the only reason why that shit's happening.
And then Louis Vuitton, you know, they
That's the
they
only
hired him for Louis
reason
Vuitton.
why that baggy shit's in high fashion now.
Like, yeah, you already
Because
know.
he brought the 90s style
He
back
brought it
before he
back.
died.
He brought it back.
And God bless him because he was dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm from Chicago. He had strong ties to Chicago, being with Kanye and all that shit, bro. But again, they took our culture. He's gone now, and now they just took his style. They took his drawings. They took his cuts of how he cuts clothes.
How about
and now
this?
they use it.
Let me throw this at you, man. Being from Chicago, bro.
Yeah.
Chicago probably has the most bit style out. Right?
Oh, for sure. No, I talk about this all the time. I was talking to young Prince about this. When you mention drill music, people have to say, well, what do you mean? Drill music came from Chicago.
Yes.
There's no argument about that.
Don't argue about it.
Ops, the word
Yeah.
ops came from Chicago. The word thoughts came from Chicago. Never get our just due. We never get our just due in anything that comes from Chicago. Drill has become, yes, the UK has it. Yes,
UK
New
is
York has it
they had
now.
that grime,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
stole that shit. Look, if Chief Keef,
I want to say Sto though.
If Sosa-
because
no,
a lot
no,
of
they don't
them,
give- no,
a lot of them do be like, yo, they name themselves after some Chicago rappers.
but
Chicago
you talked to
GDs.
them recently, a lot of them, and they don't give just due. Because I was just going over this with
you know, I mean, I ain't from
the
Chicago,
5 Yo
so yeah,
Foreigns. I was going over this with UK rappers out there. They don't want to salute. They don't want to give yes, it's street shit. No, nigga, it's not just about street shit. Street shit music's been around for fucking forever.
Yeah, the streets
The
gonna
way
be
you
rough.
do it, you took the Young Chop sound,
Yes.
and if Chief is look, bro, Jacksonville niggas don't have a problem saying we're Little Chicago and we listen to Chief Keef.
They know where it came from.
Yeah, they don't have a problem saying that. There's certain pockets in the country that do give the salute. But, bro, and also in Chicago, too, like everybody knows Chief Keef, King Louis, Pac-Man made drill. There's a rapper named Pac-Man made drill. Pac-Man was King Louis' best friend. Pac-Man
Louis.
died, and King Louis took on the torch of, and he was the trailblazer of drill music. Then
King
it spread throughout the city.
Yeah.
And then, the Chief Keefs and all the old block shit happened and the beefs that the internet took and ran with it. With academics doing all that dumb shit he used to do about Chicago. But I believe it is one of the most bit styles.
It's easily one of the most big styles.
And not just in music in general, bro. And like Memphis has juke, but our juke footwork is faster. No one talks about Chicago juke. No one talks
Chicago
about house
footwork
music.
Makes me want to pass out just watching
Bro,
y'all.
that shit's fire. I'm
Bro,
not gonna lie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, bro, that thing there be crazy, bro.
So,
Honestly, Chicago, I have to give it to Chicago, man. If you don't mind me like jumping on
No, you
Chicago
can do what
more,
you-
man,
go ahead,
because
bye-bye.
like, because I always really wanted like a kind of like a group like that in Tampa where it was like more about like the art of it, like the poetry. Over there is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got like a really, really like. I'm like envious of y'all poetry scene because like everybody's just dope as hell at poetry over there.
Yeah.
And of course you have people like Rhyme Fest that's like reaching out to like high school students. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
for sure.
Like, I can't imagine being in high school and Rhyme Fest walking to the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
Rhyme Fest wrote a lot of Kanye's work.
You feel
Rhyme
me?
Fest on his own was a Grammy nominated artist. Yep.
You know, and you have and you even have like some of the people that a lot of people like sleep on. You got your no names. You know what I'm saying? You got, she's like an amazing like poet, a poet, an amazing rapper. You know,
Bro,
what I'm saying?
you a battle rapper? You ever heard of Juice?
Juice?
Yeah, it's a battle rapper named Juice. Bro, even
Is it-
Eminem, bro. Eminem was like, yo, this Eminem exact words. Yo, I was at a battle and I saw this guy just destroying people
Juice.
limb by limb. This dude named Juice from Chicago.
Juice.
And we were talking about like battle rappers not being able to make rap.
Mhm.
Bro, his music was hard, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Juice's music is hard. He's one of those that he went on to do jingles like for commercials and made like bread doing that. But also comedy. A lot of comics come from Chicago. There's a huge improv scene. Second City's a big. Tina Fey comes from Chicago.
Really?
Little Rel comes from Chicago.
I ain't know Lil Rel
Cole.
came from
Yeah, Lil Rel. Deion Cole comes from Chicago. Was the
Cole,
Old
yeah,
Spice.
Cole, yeah.
Worked on Blackish. And Conan. He came from Chicago. I can go on, bro. Like
keep going.
Bernie Mac came from Chicago.
That art scene over there, man,
Yeah.
is like intact, bro.
Yeah.
Especially with like the dance, the painting, all that stuff.
Food
man.
too. Don't
Food.
forget the food.
So I ain't
We
know
were
about
we
that.
were the first city to create a skyscraper.
Oh, I ain't know that too. Shoot.
Yeah, skyscraper. Yeah, we had the highest skyscraper. New York says the Freedom Tower is the highest, but it's the building, bro. And then there's a sphere, like a pole that goes this high. And because the pole's that high, they say it's bigger than our skyscraper, which is bullshit. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Let me ask you this, bro. If you had to rob a bank, bro, how nice you think you'll be at it, man?
If I had to rob a bank,
That you're forced to.
if I was forced to rob a bank, I'll definitely have to. I'll definitely get off. I'll definitely get off.
So you think you'll be able to plan it?
think I'll be able to plan it?
Get the ARs, get the getaway driver, handle people inside when they start acting up, learn how to crack the safe.
See, my issue is I don't really, man. I'm not really good at project management.
So you're getting caught when you walk out the doors, what you saying?
What I'm saying is that I can play my role.
Word.
You give me, you know what I'm saying? You give me that position, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be the best nigga at that position. Like, I want to be the man for that job. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, at least know your limitations,
but
though,
when it
bro.
comes out to the man with the plan, bro, like, I'm sorry, I don't, like, only speak from, you know what I'm saying, experience. I ain't gonna sit here and lead everybody to get arrested. I ain't never brought no bank.
But I'm saying, all right, let me rephrase it like this.
All right.
If I give you 2 months and say, you know what, if you're in 2 months, if you don't rob this bank, there's a device inside that's going to explode like Suicide Squad type shit.
You give me 1 month, bro, and that's all I'm
Think you be
focused on,
Gucci?
I'll be straight. 1 month, I'm only focused on this one bank and getting it. Yeah, hell yeah. And I'm just obsessed over that shit. Hell yeah. What the fuck? Hell yeah. If I don't got no plan after 30 days, I ain't yeah. What have I been doing?
That part.
I mean,
Let me ask you this, man. You're my age, which we need to tell them what age we are, which I'm not ashamed of it, but they still don't need to know. They're all up in the business, you know.
I put what shit out, man. Hey, I ain't even flaking.
You drove up in a nice car. Not gonna say what kind of
Appreciate
car
it,
you got.
appreciate it.
Got the Deodoras on, so forth and so on. There's been 3 banks went bankrupt. 3 independent small banks went bankrupt.
Oh man.
That was the biggest financial crisis since the 2008 housing market crash. Living the era we're living in, we still got a lot of life to live.
Yeah.
The people in this room are younger than us. They have a lot of life to live.
Plenty.
With the economy going the way it's going, at times we're going into. We live in Florida, became the most expensive state to live in overnight.
Yes, it
Niggas
did.
can't afford their electric bill is a
can
huge
feel
thing
it.
across. I have people coming to my shop that said the mortgage company raised their mortgage $800 a month. How do you feel about being in America during this time? About your future, being an artist, wanting to do art for a living, I'm sure. Working now, like, how do you feel? Do you feel safe? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel like there's still hope? Do you feel like it's just this poor and rich as I was always going to be?
I don't know. I've always looked at rich people and be like,
Wonder what that feel like? I'm just
I
fucking
can do
around.
that shit. You know, like I don't know, man. Like I always be
too, nigga.
seeing, like, you know what I mean. Like if I go into like a building, you know what I'm saying. Like even when I ain't had no job, I'd be looking like at like the managers, and I just be peeping like how they move, and I'd be like,
He corny as
I can
hell.
do
Nigga,
that
I can
shit.
do that job.
Like this ain't like y'all. This ain't hard. These niggas ain't like, you know what I'm saying. They ain't really doing work.
That part.
They got a suit on. What they really doing? Work?
And
What
look
the fuck
uncomfortable
you know
too.
what I'm
They
saying?
didn't get it tailored.
Like they out here.
They didn't get that shit tailored, looking uncomfortable as hell.
They at a desk. They on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Some of these motherfuckers, 50, 60 year old, you think they good at a computer? They probably don't got a Facebook. So I'm like, what the fuck they really like?
That's rough out here. You got
know
Facebook,
what I'm saying? What's really the work that they doing that I can't
they don't
do?
even got a Facebook, man. That's true. Absolutely.
And that's where I like, and I feel like, regardless, you know what I'm saying, what the economy do, if there's gonna be rich folks, I'm gonna find out how to get there.
I respect
that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there, bro.
Yes, sir. I always incorporate love and most interviews I do. What's the most beautiful thing you find in a woman intellectually?
Intellectually, a woman that actually
because obviously we're gonna be attracted to the beauty, the
sure.
cosmetics of it.
That's just our genes. We just going
right. But what is it intellectually that really gets you when a shorty has?
I like when a girl remembers what I say to her. Like on some real stuff, I like because like it's very hard to get a female just to listen sometimes. You feel me? And sometimes like when I can get like a girl to hear me and understand me, now we got a language. Now I don't gotta explain too much to you. You already know where I'm coming from. And so like honestly, that listening is a huge. I think that's the first step to love. Honestly.
Well, it's communication leads to trust leads to love.
Yeah, real
I
talk.
truly believe that for sure.
Real talk.
Are you single?
No. Oh no.
You married?
Oh no.
You got 3 kids? What's going on?
Nah, I don't got no kids, no seeds, man. But I've been with my girl for about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, man, we might have to jump the broom around this bitch.
Well, yeah, I think that'd be a wise thing to do, my friend. She went around waiting for you for 5 years, G.
Yeah, for a mother.
A dude went to high school as a freshman, came out as a senior, second year in college already, my guy. You know what I mean? About to get a whole career in this bitch. You still talking about, I don't know if I'm married.
And guess what?
Has she dropped like the hints?
Oh, I be dropping. I be always saying this shit like it's gonna happen. So, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Hold on, time out. Do you feel like you have to say that to make sure she knows you're thinking about it at least?
Well, I mean, yeah, I feel.
Not saying that you're not thinking about it. It's not like you're an asshole. You don't want to marry her either.
Because my girl Puerto Rican too. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes out
to
y'all family oriented. So I ain't just in a relationship with her. I'm in a relationship with her mother. I'm in a relationship with her sister.
Bro, you talk about you had about 18 cousins you share clothes with. You ain't family oriented yourself, G. You know what I'm saying? What
hey
you
man,
mean?
this guy got a big family. I feel you.
Are you family oriented? Are you guys close or no?
We close. We close. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's so much family to be close to. Sometimes,
right. So these is more nuclear. There was close mother, father, brothers, and all that shit.
I guess when it comes to the people I grew up with, because like some cousins I actually share the roof. You know what I'm saying? Some cousins I actually like live in the vicinity of, but like when life happens, people get kids, they move out.
Yeah,
People like
you're saying, but with your shorty, it's like they're there. You're gonna see them.
Oh, now I'm gonna see them every
3 times a week.
Got you. Okay, got you. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna call.
Right. Yo, man, that shit, I'm not going to hold you, bro. Those are my people, bro, but I can't stand that shit in 2023. You can send an email, a WhatsApp message, a phone call, a video call. Bitch, you can send a message through Amazon. You can send a pigeon at this point, man. Why are you just showing up to the crib unannounced, dog? Be in my drawers, bro.
I promise you, I had it, because I'm the only child, man. I had to get used to that. I'm like, man, listen, like, hey.
That's some campo shit. Campo means country. There's another word for country in Spanish. I call that campo shit, bro. That's some country shit because we're from a small island. A lot of it's country. A lot of people think of like the Caribbean. Of course, we're in the Caribbean. That's just like beaches, but we have a lot of mountains in Puerto Rico. Like where I'm from, it's all mountains.
Oh, beautiful mountains too.
So it's like to me, that's campo shit. That's country shit, bro. It's like some people, motherfuckers from the countries that don't got no damn internet or electricity can't fucking call a motherfucker before they show up, man. That shit pissing me off, dog. I got dogs and shit. They be barking. I get them under control. Chill, killer. Don't kill the uncle. You know what I mean? And bro, my heart goes out to you. Okay.
Honestly, I'm good with it, man. Like, cause like
I can tell you in love though, just by the way you talk about it.
Oh yeah, I
can tell you in love with Shorty.
I'm definitely in love with Shorty.
Is she black, Puerto Rican or light skinned Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican. Word. For sure, she white passing.
she's that light that she could pass for a white person.
Well, I mean, nah.
She's like my skin tone.
Her hair is way too curly for that even
perfect. All right, bet.
Yeah, for that even happen.
Because I sometimes have a problem. I call them Uncle Juans, bro. Like Uncle Tom, Uncle Juans. There's some Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico that they're like pure European, and they be so racist, dog. That shit be pissing me off, bro.
Uncle Juans.
Act like you in the island, a bunch of Indians and black folks, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Bro, so Afros came out. That's your latest single, right?
Yes, it is. I got a weird story about that, actually.
Bro, tell me down the story of how that came about, because that song is hard as fuck, bro.
Bro, Me and this dude met once. The dude that I made the song with, his name is QO. Or
Great verse, too.
It's QO baby. He from Gainesville. We met once.
So
at
y'all had
a-
beef because you being from Tally guy, him being a Gainesville guy.
Nah,
Okay.
because I met him when I was living in Tampa. So you know what I'm saying. He wasn't even know. He didn't even know. He probably still don't know until this show. He knew. You know, I was in
Y'all
Florida
barely
State
said 2 words. Each other. Dropping the song.
on some real shit. But like you know what I'm saying. The sign of the times. Like you can FaceTime people now. You feel me? So when it came down to me and him, he had heard me once. I had heard him once, and I was like, bro, let's go ahead and just do this and make a track. And we just like I had wrote like 4 bars, and he was like, that's hard. Then he wrote 4 bars. And I was like, all right, that's hard. And before you know, we just going back and forth on FaceTime, and we got a whole damn song. And we
That song's like a legit dope song, though, bro.
and we was not in the same room when we made the whole thing. Like, not even in the same studio.
God bless technology, man.
Yeah, man, technology. And honestly, good communication, because Buddy kept on following up with me, man. Like,
Yeah.
the follow-up was, like, really strong on this QO baby, man. Like, shout out to him with his work ethic, because, you know what I'm saying, he got kids, you know, he worked, you know what I'm saying, and he was able to do this and make it happen. So, yeah, shout out to him for
I
real.
mean, you pretty plugged in, man. Who's somebody in the city you really want to, besides, the squad, the risk takers, of course. And
Oh, yeah,
EO,
the risk takers, you know,
and-
especially pro.
and
You know
Eternal
what I'm saying?
Order. You feel what I'm saying? Don't forget the EO. Yeah, EO.
Hey,
You know what I
hey.
mean? Who else do you want to work with out here, man?
Do I want to work with?
Or who would you want to work with again? Because that shit you did with Nico was fire as fuck, bro.
I appreciate that. I'm actually about to do some stuff with music, man. I'm about to do a lot. With
Music hard, bro.
Yeah, because
I'm glad he found somebody he really connected with, man.
Yeah, me and music actually been like we've been locked in, hours in the studio. Yeah, honestly, man, shout out like 1,000 shout outs to music, man. He's actually a genuinely good dude.
He Ethiopian, bro.
I don't know.
Because he looked like you need to ask him where Africa he from, dog.
I feel like
he
he
looked
is
like
old.
you think he Haitian?
I want
He must
I
have
want to
some
claim
French
him.
in that joint.
I want to claim him.
You Haitian?
My father is yes. Yeah, my father is, yeah.
Word. And what's your mom's side?
My mom's Native American. Well, more Native American than anything. Yeah.
Do you know what tribe she's from by any chance?
Seminole. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you see my aunts, we got it's
Right.
slave Indians.
Of course. Yeah. Then that's hard as fuck. So you Haitian, okay.
Yeah.
So you're working with music. Like you about to do a project, that's just a squad down. You guys gonna do something as a group or just do singles together?
Me and music, we actually got a track coming out this month called "In a Box." We actually performed it. I think we was all out at the show. It's gonna be coming out the 24th. We're gonna be actually performing it on the 25th and the 26th. So definitely look out for that.
Where are you gonna perform there?
I don't know. He actually set it up. So I'm gonna let y'all.
Let us know. Yeah, we'll slide out, G, for sure.
Actually, definitely like link me up with it. So, but him definitely a Saru. This dude I would definitely want to work with.
He's from Tampa?
Yeah, he's from.
Okay.
He's actually from New York, but he saying he stayed here in Tampa.
Right. Yeah, Tampa. I got you.
So and he's actually a really good rapper. Another dude that I'm actually trying to get with, I had him at the studio. I'm pretty sure you know him, Lee Kenobi.
Yeah, Lee Kenobi for sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
man.
Lee Kenobi came to my shop, bro.
Man.
Lee Kenobi came to my smoke shop, and then I started telling him like spots to go to type shit, and that's how he started little by little, integrating into the city, man. Not that it's because of me or anything. I'm just saying that shout out to him. No, he did something dope with our homeboy Dillman too, bro.
Dillman,
I think Sean B. I think he gave him a beat, and him and Dillman and Sean B. destroyed that shit, bro. Shout out to Dillman and Sean B. Kenobi's fire, bro.
Kenobi's fire.
Yo, he did a whole tour, like going to colleges, because he's from upstate New York and shit.
Yeah, and
he's nice.
Yeah, I sat down to rap with him. I think he headlined for Kendrick or something like that.
Yeah, bro.
But
no,
I mean, not headline. What do you call it? Open for Kendrick.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a dope career. I'm glad that he's one of those transplants that came out here that's actually contributing and being part of the
He's a dope
the
dude,
scene,
man. Bugger, let me see some.
I love his intro to that every time he does it. He was like, just a PSA. I was trying to be freaky. The song ain't really that freaky though, but I got. You gotta let him know. Yeah, I'm fucking around. That's my sarcasm.
I love looking at people people reaction when he sing. Like, they be vibing to it though.
No, that shit's hard.
That shit go hard. And he actually is really good at the production, man. He actually just threw a beat I'm spitting on, man. I know he uses like.
Ain't Kenobi ever getting by a beat set for your boy,
Kenobi,
bro?
yeah. Kenobi working.
I mean? Everybody beat set for pro. All right.
Kenobi working. So yeah, definitely shout out to Kenobi on that one. I'd love to make a bunch.
Now let me ask you this: Is there someone that you admire in the city that you don't know that you want to connect with Zoom?
Somebody that I admire in the city?
Yeah, that you don't know, like you don't like talk to or have a relationship with type shit.
That I admire in the city. Man,
Like I'm looking to connect with soon with like Sammy Hughes and Gats. If I could get in the room with Gats, that'd be dope.
yeah, Gas would be dope. Gas would definitely be dope. I think he's I think he's an
I respect
amazing
Gats,
artist.
bro, because everything he does, from his music to his videos, are so conceptual and so well done that, like, if I say yo, as a nigga from Tampa, I'm not like ashamed that they're gonna click on that one video that ain't good. You know what I mean?
I gotta tell you though, man, like the niggas that I've been working with, bro. Like this dude King Cole, like I want to produce every track for him. Like the nigga, like he's like the way he spit, bro, it's ridiculous to me. He's like he's kind of like a mix of Eminem and Earl.
Word.
Like, and it's just like it's because I'm such a purist, of course. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really.
Earl Sweatshirt, super slept on too, by the way.
Oh yeah. And
Super slept on.
You reminds me of early Earl too, like Couch Earl when he, you know what I mean? But
Earl Sweatshirt's a monster.
But yeah, he's just like insanely creative with the flow. He's insanely good with with his lyricism, and it's just like a type of vibe that I want, and always would like to hear on my beats, honestly. But
I ask this question a lot,
Go
bro.
ahead.
And sometimes I don't feel like I get an answer that just gives the city a just due. You being from the soil, right? What are some spots you like going to that, like, if an outsider came to town, you'd be like, yo, let me show you Tampa real quick.
To show you Tampa, it would depend on what the outside like. If are they looking for are they looking for like rap music? Stuff?
Rap music, food, just a place to chill at. Like, if you're gonna take them around Tampa, you know what I mean? There's some spots you'll take them to. Let's say to eat first, nightlife, and then hip hop.
So when it comes down to eat, there's gosh, I forgot what this place was called.
Slacking right now, dog. You just letting your city down, man.
Yeah, I'm letting my city down, man. I'm letting my city down because like they usually have this event called Who's Got It Tampa.
Yeah.
And it's at the bar, and I forgot what that bar is called, but they repurposed a car dealership and turned it into a bar. And I went there and I got breakfast there, and it's called King State, man. It's like it's a refurbished dealership that like model dealership, and they turned to a bar, man. And I had some of the best grits I've ever had in my life, and that's saying a lot being from the South because I've had a lot of people grits. It's very smooth and everything.
I had a lot of people's grits too, and they're all horrible.
And yeah,
I'm not a grits fan.
You're
bro.
not a grits fan?
Everybody tells me eat this grit, eat go over here, go over there. That shit
You
not
eat cream
for
of
me.
wheat?
That shit sounds like dog. That shit tastes like water with a little bit of salt on it, dog.
You don't eat cream of wheat though? Cream of wheat?
Nah, fam.
Oatmeal?
I eat oatmeal, nigga, but like oatmeal got some,
I got some shit in there.
that shit tastes delicious.
Cream
bro.
of wheat sometimes you can put some like brown
No,
sugar in
no,
that.
I can fuck with cream of wheat, but
All
when
right.
you get to the grits part, the porridge part, bro,
I feel you.
you feel what? This is called porridge for a reason. You know what I mean?
I can fuck with all that shit. I ain't for the Cassidy.
The only time I like it, bro, is when they put shrimp in it. When they cook it like to be sultry, and they put shrimp in it, that should be tasting straight. That's the only time I could like deal with. Not saying it's not good, just everything ain't for everybody. Grits just ain't for me.
Grits
man.
ain't-
I
grits
tried a
definitely
million times, bro. That shit. I'm not from the South.
Grits definitely.
It just ain't for me, man.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean?
I know so many.
I wake up, I want to eat me some waffles, nigga,
Uh-huh.
and some fucking eggs, nigga. I try and go get some porridge. You understand
You know
what I'm saying?
You know what niggas was? You know what niggas was drinking that on your side of Mason Dixon that wasn't fucking used to cider.
Yeah, that's still like
Nigga, what the fuck?
that's
I
still
ain't
like
know what the fuck cider was,
Virginia.
man.
That's like North Virginia is heavy.
Like-
Yeah, cider's straight though. I fuck with cider.
What?
That's not what I be going. It's good though, right? Yeah, I can't drink this shit all the time, but it is good though.
Apple juice. What the fuck is this shit?
It is good as fuck though. I ain't gonna lie. It is. There's a great way to explain it too though. Yeah.
I was like, man, and that shit was hard. Like, and they put extra cinnamon in.
Well,
it,
that's apple cider though. There's different ciders.
See, man.
So you had apple cider,
I had apple cider.
which is straight. No, I fuck with apple cider too. Don't
That
get me
shit
too. Don't
was
get
hard.
twisted.
I was like, man, we gotta bring that bitch to Florida.
You ever eat at Ella's?
Ellis Folk Cafe,
Yeah.
I mean, Folks Kitchen, whatever. that
Yeah.
cafe.
Yeah, folks cafe, you said right.
Yeah.
They be having their soul food Sundays, chicken and waffles over there,
yeah.
fire.
Oh, yeah.
In general, their food's pretty good, man. Jimbo's is another spot I like going to. Barbecue. Jimbo's barbecue's fire.
There,
Talk to me about
I
some more.
think there's a place over there in Midtown. Have you been to Midtown yet?
Mhm.
Yeah, they got like a whole bunch of like, of course the burger place that I like. That's like kind of my
This shit.
my guilty pleasure. Over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Like Florida, honestly, I mean Tampa specifically got a lot of like little sleeper places.
Let me ask you a question, man. You ever went to a place that the product, if it's a restaurant, a clothing store, whatever, is so good that the service is so bad that you put up with the bad service because the product is so good. Let me give you an example.
Any Spanish place here in
Golden
Tampa.
Crust, bro. That's because probably you black, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Golden Crust, bro. Their oxtail's so good at such a good price. Their shit is so good that they don't have to worry about being good at customer service, okay? You lucky to get a hello when you walk into that bitch. I don't give a fuck, bro, because I'm there for the oxtail and I'm out that bitch. I bring the good energy. Like, I'm already going to say hi because I know you're going to say hi to me. Just give me the fucking oxtail, we don't have a problem, you know what I mean? But they don't even say hi to you, bro. And I fuck with Jamaicans heavy. But that Golden Crust, I'm putting them on blast. On Florida and Bears. You know what I mean? They need to get a fucking makeover and how they at least say hello to you and walking through the door. You feel me?
Bro.
But I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to go there. Ain't stopping me to go there. You ever had a situation like that where a spot was so ill that, like, you know what? I'm gonna put up with the bad service because you know this shit's just that good.
Bro, I used to get birria tacos off of DoorDash, and you know how sometimes they have these like little ghost restaurants. Like you think it's like a restaurant, but then you pull up, it's like like this ain't even like where the restaurant at.
Yeah, I got you.
Bro, I pulled up to that bitch. That bitch was a gas station. I was
like half
ain't
was
this a
like
bitch?
half was the half gas like
It
a
was
bodega gas station. It was like a bodega with like a little restaurant.
Gas station yeah, and they had like 2 tables out in the front. I was
Right.
like, what the fuck is this bull? I don't get this. Is where I get my food from?
It was fire though, right?
And I was like, man, take this $20, man. Let me get the birria taco.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
that part.
Yo, let me get that, bro.
Hey, man,
You know
make
what
something
I'm
that's
saying?
undeniable.
And that shit took forever, and I waited on that shit, bro.
It's so good, yeah.
I'm still gonna wait on that shit. You kidding me? I'm getting them birria tacos, bro. I just came from Denver, bro. And it's funny that you mentioned like you know what I'm saying food and stuff like that. Denver Spanish food don't got nothing on Florida food, bro. Florida Spanish food.
Well, because there's a majority of the Spanish people there are Mexican.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you been there.
Yeah. I grew up around Mexicans too. Yeah, so Mexican.
a lot of Mexicans.
So like, what people don't understand when they like, this is why I get mad when like people say they try to incorporate like Latinos or Spanish, like as a whole. Bro, I'm Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican is nothing like a Nicaraguan, bro,
Nothing.
or a nigga from Peru or a Mexican, bro. It's a
very
totally. We're
different.
Caribbean.
Very different.
Our food's different. What grows in the Caribbean is different.
Yeah.
So it's very different. So like for example. We don't have the greatest now because the more Mexicans are moving to Tampa. We don't have the greatest Mexican representation. Loli's is real good up here. Loli's getting huge now. They're about to become a franchise.
What about Taco Bus?
Taco Bus was cool, but Taco Bus used to be called Taco Naso, and it became so good they sold it to a white guy. Became Taco. That shit, bro. I swear,
a franchise now,
bro.
man.
On my unborn children, bro. I went to one that's by the casino,
That shit
right?
McDonald's now,
bro.
man.
I ordered. No, check this out, G. Yo, I ordered some tacos, and my mom Dukes was with me too, bro. She wasn't having that shit, bro. Bro, they didn't warm up the tortillas.
No.
So I went back and I was like, hey, bro, like you guys know you're supposed to warm up the tortillas. This ain't a pita, bro.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, my fault. No one told us. I was like, how the fuck you were at a Mexican restaurant and didn't know you're supposed to warm the tortillas, bro? No, they gave something she cold as fuck. The shit was cracking when I tried to fold it because it was cold. No, they got to close this shit down. That needs to be condemned, bro. Fuck, do better. They got to go, bro. I'm tired of that place, bro, already. But yeah, when it was called a Taco Naso, like the original spot's still open 24/7. It's on Hillsboro and Nebraska. Yeah, that's the original spot, and it still says Taco Naso when you walk into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It still
got the
says
bus out there. I know
the
that,
bus
but
too.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how the original one was. But it was only one location. It was straight Mexicans in that bitch. Now people in there, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Asian. Like y'all don't come on, man. No, I be getting, bro. I be losing my blood pressure. Beginning. I gotta chill out sometimes, bro. I be getting mad, dog.
What's the best Puerto Rican spot you've been to here in Tampa, though?
So it's a spot called La Casona on Armenia, right before you get to Hillsboro. But there's one called La Lochera. So that one's like a cafeteria style. And then that's cool and everything. I don't really like that spot, though. No disrespect to them. It's not for me. But La Casona makes a dish that we call well, you do with Puerto Rican chicken. You probably have mofongo.
Bro, I don't like mofongo, bro.
That's fine. But turns out.
I don't know why.
But
I couldn't eat like everything.
But do you like plantains?
Yeah, I
like
love
tostones.
plantains. I love
So you like the soft ones, the sweet ones, and you like the fried ones, right? But I'm saying, but you like the fried hard ones.
The fried hard ones.
All right, so all mofongo is just a big ball of one fried tostone.
I don't like that. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't like
But
stuffing.
hold on, but you don't leave it by. But hold on, you say stuffing like that, but you know it's meant to be eaten with a stew that you pour over it. You just don't eat the mofongo by itself. Yeah, nah, bro. First of all, whoever lets you do that, they gotta take the Puerto Rican card away. Nah, bro. So the mofongo is a dish. So it's the fried plantain ball.
Yeah.
That has like chicharrones in it and pieces of garlic, and then you get chicken, shrimp, or steak stew, and then you pour it over the ball.
It's the ball.
The
for
fried
me,
ball.
man.
No, trust me, because you break it up and then you just eat it with the stew. So La Casona makes the best mofongo that I ever had at a restaurant ever, bro.
I gotta try it over
I'm gonna
there.
hold you right now.
I gotta try it over
The
there.
rest of their food, I can't vouch for.
But
And I'm
the
gonna talk
mofongo?
bad about them because the mofongo's that good. I'm going back to that place. You heard?
All right.
But as far as best Puerto Rican restaurant, to me, that's probably the best one. If you go to Orlando, you got more of a Puerto Rican representation.
Yeah.
Here, it's still Colombian and Cuban as far as
Very
restaurants
Cuban.
are concerned.
Very Cuban.
We have Parcampo, which is the countryside, which you translated. That's our Orlando restaurant. We got one on where the AMC Veteran Theater's at, but that's our Orlando restaurant. It's here now.
It's here now.
I mean, and that one's not that, and that one's pretty good too. You feel what I'm saying?
Dope.
But yeah. So what's next for you? So you told me about the. You say you're performing. You don't know yet. That's to be announced. The 25th and the 26th.
Yes, 25th.
You're gonna be working with these artists that you mentioned as far as doing more music with.
Yeah.
King Cole.
And honestly, like the plan is to release a single every month, like
Every month?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that's what.
That's doable too. That's actually not that like crazy thing to say.
No. It's just like it just takes pre-planning. You know what I mean? And just like honestly consistency. But like I said, after I do all that, you know what I mean, just try and work on the marketing, work on the visuals. You know what I'm saying? Just get it going.
Now you're a little older, been in this game. The mental aspect of the game, right? I just think mentally thorough, not get distracted, not get discouraged, not fall into depression. Shit don't go right. For everybody listening right now, just in any aspect of life, not just we deal with the creative side of life, so that's our thing, but just trying to accomplish your dreams. What advice would you give anyone out there that's listening? How, if you have a goal, you have something you want to do, how do you stay focused? How do you stay determined? What would you say to them?
Be critical on the people that you get advice from. Be very critical on the people that you get advice from, because sometimes people will set you up just so they can not see you succeed. So it's really just good to just basically be around the people that want to see you win. You know what I mean? And that's I think that's honestly the best way to be successful in anything.
I was into a comedian and Carmichael. You ever heard of Carmichael the comedian?
Yeah, The
The Carmichael show was incredible, but that shit got done. That shit with Lil Rels and that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was telling another comedian, he's like, bro, never take anyone's advice. No one knows what they're doing. He's like, people try to tell me my whole life what to do, and they were always wrong, and everything I always wanted to do, I just did.
One of the things I have realized, like sometimes people's insecurities come out in their advice. Like they tell you not to do something that they can't do
Because they failed at it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they failed at it.
It took me a minute to like.
They project.
They project, and it just made me like, oh, okay, that just didn't work for you, but I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're basically saying. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, bro. So what you do in the field you're in, all right, so you come across 4 different prospects. They all have great educations. They all have everything you're supposed to check off on the list, communities, whatever. You headhunting, right?
Okay.
How everybody that has all the checklists, right? They all do. How do you choose?
How do I choose?
Like, what really sets apart a person when you're looking for them to hire them to do a job?
Extracurricular.
Give me an example.
Well, for example, let's say if we talking about a person that wants to have a position that's managing a team.
Sure.
In general. If they say they have a written resume, and I look at their extracurriculars and I see secretary of this club, or I see you're part of Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and you know how to mentor. You know what I'm saying? You know how to actually take somebody under your wing, and you know how to look outside yourself and be a part of something bigger than yourself. You know what I mean? And I like those people that actually do the extracurricular stuff, because it's it shows.
As a more
passion.
so they took the initiative to actually
make
make great interview, bro. I plan on working with you sonically, bro. That beat you sent me was fire. I'm finishing that up soon. This is EO Radio. Salute to Risk Takers.
Risk takers.
Salute to Rico Finesse. We are at Finesse Studios. Yo, let me get that. Let me get that
Y'all
shot.
see the merch,
Yo,
man.
y'all can have your own liquor.
Stop
You can have your liquor, but your liquor ain't shit if you ain't taking it out of a Risk Taker's
nothing.
shot glass. Now you need to understand something right now. If you ain't taking risks, do not take a shot out of my shit.
Don't even worry about it.
Okay?
Put it down.
If you a lame, Larry, pussyfooting, no good, gonna do ass nigga, I don't want you taking a shot out of my shot glass.
Don't even touch it. Don't even touch it.
But look, ain't shit if you ain't taking a shot out of our shot glass. Soccer moms out there, morning coffee people,
They ain't forget about y'all.
we got you. Please, Astro, can you come here real quick, please, if you don't mind, good sir? Yo, show him
What's the
the
swag?
drip. Show him the risk takers right there, G.
Man,
And don't show that stank shit, you know. Love you, young, but you ain't getting no vibe, all right?
Hey. Yes, sir.
Oh no, it's on the frame. You tall, bro. You gotta bend down a little bit. Yeah, just do it like this. No, just do it like this. No.
Risk takers.
So we are at Finesse Studios. Rico Finesse, lead engineer. If you need any recording, he's an extraordinaire. If you need to do your podcast here, come talk to your boy. If you need to record some shit, you're in an environment with a seasoned songwriter, seasoned producer, a person who has been putting out music for almost close to a decade, understands the process of writing music, of recording music, of having an idea or a sound in your mind and getting that shit out on wax. Not very common thing to do. His vocals are out of this world. This is where I record. And everything that I ever wanted to come out on wax came out on wax exactly the way I envisioned it. So salute to Rico Finesse. I got the Prince of the City in this bitch. Astro in here with me. You heard? Astro Pack ENT on the gram. That is a handle. Go follow that. It's the General Prolific. This is EO Radio. Where we live for fucking an eternity. You heard? Knux, blessing, sir. Thanks for fucking with me. Means a lot, bro. First episode was with you. Salute.